Good afternoon, gentlemen. Reviving Real News here with you. Welcome back. Hope you all doing good. This is gonna be a little different, a little weird. Uh, Bud, I just listened to you. You kind of gave me, I don't know, an intuition or the spirit or whatever to say this, but I'm gonna say this because I notice this a lot, and it's a tactic that they're weaponizing against men. And I've known this for a long time. I've read books about this. Yeah, I've read books about this stuff, about how they weaponize and they use it in an attack against men. And here we go. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this again. You're not alone, and these people ain't got the testicular fortitude nor anything in between to do this. Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this. And they wouldn't be doing this stuff in real life. We all know this, that, and the third. And you ain't hood either. You ain't hood. I live in a city. I live in a city. I know what hood is. I know what gangster is. I know what real life is. Miss me with whatever mental manipulation and BS that is, because you wouldn't make it 2 blocks where I live. Dude knows where I live. He knows the city I live in. I don't live in no slouch city. And I don't live in no woke Frisco, Seattle, New York. I live in a real beat you to the ground, shoot you between your eyes city. Now, let me get to the point of this. And another thing that all these prophets, messiahs, and false idols and these idiots in the men's whatever that the internet claims. I don't want to use terms because I don't even want to give them any recognition or anything. It makes me want to vomit. Yeah. You know, it's probably started to decline, probably around when I was born or several years after I was born. They do not like men supporting men. You all filthy, disgusting, succubi, Jezebel, scum, whore, single mothers. You know darn well what I'm talking about here. And a majority of the other women do too. You don't like when men have friends. You don't like when men have small groups that they all trust each other, know each other, they can rely on each other. They share bonds, knowledge, traditions. Y'all don't like that. Let's just get into this, man. Let's revive some real news. And there's men that are included in this too. And there's a special place in hell for you chameleons. You're going to stop all this homosexual stuff and attacking men of all races, creeds, and colors. Because men have bonds. Men have friends. Men rely on each other or know certain ones they can rely on and trust. You don't like that. And I know what culture that started in. I saw it growing up on the stupid TV things, the commercials, and that filthy, disgusting MTV and all that other crap. I saw it. I saw it. And then you started with the, you're a loser. And then it turned into the sexual innuendo bullcrap. Well, I got the balls to speak up and say something. Hey, this ain't it, Chief. You're going to stop with this. You're going to stop coming at our sons with that, too. You nasty, stupid, dumbass single mothers are going to stop. You're going to stop saying this kind of shit. I know my sons had to hear this stuff. I know they did. Oh, well, you must be this, you must be that. No. Or on the flip side, when a man does go and stay to himself, oh, he must be gay. Men support men doesn't make them. I want to say some really nasty stuff right now, but I know I'll get canceled. I don't care about being canceled. I just don't want to lose my privilege on this junk. But anyways, it doesn't make any of. No, it doesn't. And I've seen enough of these stupid, dumb, on all platforms. The shorts, the long videos. I've seen the tabs, the little. I've seen all of it for a long time. There's another reason the youth, our young men and our boys and everything, act the way they are and their mental makeup is all fucked up everywhere in between. Because of bullshit like this. And it's bullshit. It really is truly bullshit. Call it for what it is, man. Get some testicular fortitude. And it's bullshit. And you weakless coward betas, you allow this to happen. You allow it because you sit there and remain idle. I want to say something else, but I won't. You remain idle. And you let them Jezebel speak what they're speaking instead of being a fucking man with a spine and some faith in them, some spirit in them, and doing the right thing and silencing that Jezebel. Because that's some nonsensical bullshit. That's what this is. The system and these Jezebel succubis, they fear strength. They fear the strength. They fear the support. They fear faith. They fear the faith. That's what they fear, the faith. And that scares them when they see men have support or men. And I don't mean the weak, the fake support. I don't mean that crap. I mean like real support. We all know what I'm talking about. These nasty Jezebel succubis and the whole system hate that. So they come out with these slandering and sexual attacks. These homosexual bullcrap. And I'm tired of it and beyond tired of it. And I guarantee you guys, at some point your sons are going to deal with this. I'm telling you because mine did and mine are older. Mine are adults now. Okay? I'm telling you this goes on. It happens in the school. It happens when they're doing their social stuff. We all know kids don't always go to where they're telling us they go. Let's be honest here, okay? So that's why I said when they're doing their social stuff. This stuff happens. And it's only gotten worse. I know what my boys have told me. It's gotten worse in the last 7 to 8 years with the younger females. Absolutely, verbally, mentally destroying our sons because they have some friends or they have some dudes that they really bond with, they connect with, whether it is the video games or in the YouTube stuff. And they don't like that they don't be getting they can't manipulate them, or that when they don't get their way, that these young boys have a couple friends that they can talk to or vent to, or that they might bounce ideas off of. It's like I was almost shocked when my boys were saying this, that like, wow, y'all get this stuff at school? Okay, I see where this is. But look, as men, if you don't speak up and actually start, this is where you need to speak up and defend yourself and stop this homosexual shit and allowing these succubis and Jezebels by doing this. I don't care, man. You can miss me with the, oh, don't say speak up, just let it go, just blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't make video, you shouldn't speak up and say anything. The fuck I shouldn't, and the fuck you shouldn't. You have the spirit in you, you have testicular fortitude in you, and no woman shall slander you, and no woman shall slander our sons, and you shall not be shamed for having bonds and strength in numbers, and knowing that you have support and that people are behind you. You shall never be ashamed of these things. This is gynocentrical bullshit. I'm never ashamed. Obviously, guys, I'm not. I don't care. You're not. I'm a battle-hardened veteran at this. You're not going to get me. Enough is enough. The attacks are going to stop. It doesn't matter. And everybody, all men, everywhere that hears my voice, they need to stop this. Stop allowing these younger women, these young girls to do this to our sons. And gentlemen, us men, hey, put these women in check. And put them in check. God, let's hear it. Hey, YouTube, I didn't say anything at all about in any physical nonsense that you're going to try to portray or anything. I said put them in check. Accountability. You're not going to sit there and slander whoever just because they have some friends or people support them or stand behind them. You don't go, do you ever see men going around slandering succubus and Jezebels and calling them carpet munchers because they have little girl groups and, gal pals? No, men don't act like idiots. Men don't act like ass clowns and make stupid TikToks about crap like this. We as men don't have time for small, minuscule, petty things. I mean, after all, they wouldn't be able to do what they're doing and have the crap in their hands if it wasn't for us men. I'm going to say this again, you stupid, nasty fucking women. You going to stop coming at all creeds, colors, races, backgrounds, beliefs of men because they have bonds and strength in number. These petty homosexual attacks, your little Baphomet tricks, your practical magic, your shaming tactics, all of it is nothing compared to the power of knowledge and the strength of friendship, bonds, and the support. You think I'm kidding? You ignoramuses? Just go look throughout history and every single battle from Germania to the stuff in the Middle East to the stuff happening right now. People that hated each other one day became lifelong friends, allies, and brothers for life. They fear these kind of things. They fear these things. It used to be shame tactic when they would use other type of shame tactics going on men. But now it's the homosexual stuff. Nice try. Nice try, idiots. Nice try. All right, we're a little too smart for that. But I'm just making this and speaking this for those who are a little bit nervous to defend themselves. Those who are ashamed but shouldn't be ashamed of defending their buddy or supporting something that's right. You should always support righteousness. You should always defend what's right, purity, goodness. And you should always be a man and honor loyalty in your word. You should always, and never be ashamed to stand up and stand with your fellow brother. You should never. No matter what the attack from the other side is, never be ashamed. Never be ashamed. If that's the way we're going to continue, we're done. We're done anywhere and everywhere in this realm. Because when men stop supporting each other and backing each other up and forming bonds, sharing knowledge, it's over. It is over. From anywhere and everywhere, from Indonesia to Pakistan, to Tibet, to the Himalayas, to Japan, to California, Ohio, to Indiana, to Texas, to Vancouver, to Ireland, Germany, Mongolia. It's all over. It's gone. There'll be nothing because nobody will trust anybody. There'll be no bonds formed, no strength built. How can you defend with no strength and no bond and no trust? Gentlemen, never be ashamed. And never let anybody tell you don't defend yourself and speak up. This is how in the fuck we're in a situation all men are in this entire realm. Is because ain't nobody spoke up and stopped and stood up against any of this crap. Because a majority of us, sad to say, fellas, myself included, at some point in our lives have all been predictively or perfectly programmed people. We bought into the bullshit system at some way, shape, or form. Why? Because we didn't know any better. That's called ignorant. You didn't know. That's ignorance. Well, gentlemen, I'm guilty of it. I know we're all guilty of it. The thing is, I'm just grateful to the Lord Almighty every living breath I take that I snapped out of this way before I hit 40 or 50. Way before. That way I can't explain the difference it made in my life. There is no English words to explain it. Again, gentlemen, always defend yourself. Pick your battles wisely, but you defend yourself. And you never be ashamed of your brothers. You never be ashamed to speak up for them if it's righteous. You never be ashamed to do the right thing. Never. That's the problem right now again, fellas, is people have been so beat down into submission or ashamed. I'm not. God only puts his toughest warriors into battle, gentlemen. If you stand for nothing, you're going to fall for anything. Reviving Real News.